So now I want to just go over some basic stuff about Evernote and how to kind of just navigate your way around the program. So this again is the desktop version of Evernote. If you go on their website, evernote.com, you can have the mobile version of it, but here's the desktop version that you download onto your computer. So on your left side, you can see your shortcuts. You have to set these manually. So these are the ones that I think are the most important for me to have always at my fingertips. So I have a certain shortcut folder. Then your recent notes are basically the ones that you've been working on the most recently. And you have your notes and your notebooks. So I only have one notebook, but you can actually make multiple notebooks. So right now I have one. So when you open that up, in this middle bracket, you have all of your notes. You can change the view of that very easily depending on your personal preference. You go over here, you can go to card view, which is like a little bit bigger. You can see kind of a little bit more what's going on. Expanded card view, which is kind of gets rid of the actual, the note workspace. You can go to snippet view, which is it's pretty nice. You just can't really see. You have to just really scroll down to see multiple notes. Then you can go to side list view, which is the one I'm using, or you can go to top list view, which is when it's all on top. And I don't really like that because I'm just used to it's just a matter of personal preference. I'm just used to the side list view. So I like having my list over here, and then I have all of my note information on the right. On the top, it'll show you when it's created and when it's updated. So you could always see, where you last left off, and make sure it's synced up. Okay. Up here, you can set reminders. So if you want to set a reminder about a certain note, you can set it over here. I'm not going to do that though. So I'm going to just mark it as done. Over here, this is a kind of a trial run for this, but you can go to presentation mode. It's actually something they do in the premium version of Evernote, but I don't actually own that. But if you want to do a presentation of your Evernote notes, then you can do that. It's really cool. It kind of gives you this little highlighter thing to follow you around. But I'm not going to use that because that's a premium feature. I'm not going to pay for Evernote, but it is cool to use for the free version. So I'm just going to get out of here by hitting escape. Okay, and then over here you can make your note as a PDF, which is definitely useful. I would use that for some of my courses to make a PDF out of some of my notes. Note info, which is the basic stuff about when it was created, when it was updated, the location, and stuff like that. And also, if you want to delete something, you can delete it. And sharing, you can share the note like that, or share the notebook. If you want to just share the individual note, you can. If you want to share the notebook, you can. Or you can just make a link and link to it. Really, really cool. But the stuff that I use it for is, of course, more private. I kind of just work on it on my own. So up here, once you click inside of the actual text box, you can see formatting stuff like if you want to make it bold, if you want to change the font or for the font size. Over here, you can make some sort of list, like a checkbox, like a to-do box. So you can make a check, but that easily. You just click the little button, and then it will pop up. You can make a bunch of these if you want, like this. Make as many as you want. Very, very cool. So there's your to-do list right there. So we're going to get into that next, how to make a to-do list. But let me just keep going to show you the rest of the stuff. You can make a table very easily. It's very similar to Microsoft Word in that way. You just kind of click the button and see how many features you want to have, how many columns and rows. I'm going to delete it. Just like that. You just highlight it and hit delete. And then you can make a voice recording over here, record audio. You could take a snapshot, or you could even attach a file. Really, really cool stuff. And this is all part of the free version, besides the presentation thing. So, really, really awesome tool. And I look forward to showing you how to make a to-do list in the next video.